While many are turning their attention to the Olympics and the upcoming football season, there's another game that's attracting players and spectators in Terre Haute. Kevin Highland reports on what impacts pickleball is having on and off the court.
Sometimes I've been able to serve and get it over there and it'll, shoot to one side.
This is Rex Lawler, who is affectionately referred to by some as one of the founding fathers of pickleball in Terre Haute.
I should have wore my ambassador shirt. I had it in the car.
Pickleball is basically tennis, played with a wooden paddle and a wiffle ball. The game moves a little slower. The court is a third of the size and serves are always underhand. Lawler's love affair with the sport began when he was introduced to it a number of years ago at a racquetball tournament.
One of the wives of one of the racquetball players was playing pickleball, and we finally went out to check into it to see what it was, and finally got a chance to give it a try, and I thought, man, that is a fun game.
And like that, Lawler was hooked. When he got back home, he introduced his friends to the game, and it took off. Terre Haute has been coined the pickleball mecca of the Midwest. Nothing illustrates that better than a brand new court, built specifically for the sport.
You couldn't have played tennis here if you wanted to. So we actually made a proposal to the park board to redo this facility and turn it into a pickleball facility.
The courts at Brittlebank Park were patched up, received new coats of paint, and were given proper pickleball dimensions. Adler now proudly calls it one of the best facilities in the Midwest. According to members of the Terre Haute group, it's the fastest growing sport in America. There are 13,000 courts around the country. Demographically, slightly more men play than women. It's a 54-46 split, and the sport is booming among seniors. 68% of players are 60 years or older.
Probably its growth started in the senior market and came backwards, which is different than most sports which start in the junior market and go forth like soccer. Pickleball is kind of taking that reverse trend, with seniors kind of leading the popularity way.
Most people that have played tennis, they'll catch on pretty quick.
Cothran says a major reason for this unusual trend is that pickleball, like golf, is a lifelong game.
But what we want is not what's the maximum benefit, but what's something you'll actually do. And if you'll actually do pickleball, what we know is 30 minutes incrementally. It's not even 30 continuous minutes. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and you're going to see amazing health benefits.
But perhaps the biggest benefit of pickleball may be the social aspect. It gets players out of the house.
Some studies show that the biggest indicator of quality and length of life aren't physiological measurements, they're social measurements.
It's kind of been like a big party. We even have one guy that comes out here in the summertime at the evenings, and he'll make ice cream and bring drinks and things, and everybody just has a good time.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Kevin Highland.